2016 is a big year. So much has happened already. I've done a ton of videos covering the protests outside of the Trump rallies. This is our election year. America's going to decide with their vote what kind of country they want America to be. Do you want America to be the land of the free, home of the brave? Do you want to be able to travel, as I am, across the country? Free in your person and effects? Do you think the Fourth Amendment is important? Is it important to have privacy? And should we give up all of our freedoms for security? Hillary Clinton is a criminal. She lied under oath, said that she hadn't transmitted any classified material in her email, her unapproved email server, and Director of the FBI, James Comey, in his address, revealed that there were hundreds of emails that they could find, the ones that she didn't permanently delete, which is, again, another crime. As Americans, we all have to respect the law. The law is supposed to be king, not Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. This is a republic. We're a nation of laws, a nation of principles. And when we see elected officials, high-ranking public officials, skirting the law, being held to a different standard, it undermines our whole justice system. That's why the statue that represents the justice system is a woman holding scales, and she's blindfolded. She's blindfolded because the law is supposed to be applied equally, regardless of the color of your skin, your family's name, how much money you have. But we've gone a long way. That's an ideal that we never really attained, never realized completely. And everyone can understand that America it's an ideal. It hasn't been realized, but it's inspired countless other nations to emulate our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and to create republics and nations around the world that are more and more free. But America seems to be going in the other direction. We have people like George Soros and the Obama administration, after an attack in Dallas that was racially motivated, saying that, this is what happens when black people aren't treated equally by the police. But there's injustice all around the country, and it's not specifically targeted towards black people. It's targeted towards regular Americans, white, black, Hispanic. If you look at the rate of police killing citizens, black, white, Hispanic, they're flat. It's flat across the board. They're killing just as many white people, and you don't hear about it on the news. There's a teenager shot in California. I think he was like 13 or 14 years old, and he had a fake gun, and the cop shot him a bunch of times, and you didn't see it all over the news. And it's because they want to push this division in our country and divide us based on our ethnicity, based on our race, when we're all Americans, because the last thing they want is for us to stand together against tyranny, against corruption, and these corporations that are really pulling the strings in Washington. And if we give this country over to Hillary Clinton, who is meeting with Goldman Sachs, she's going to sign away our sovereignty, America won't be America anymore. So that's why I dropped everything. I'm hitting the road. I'm going to file reports, interview people, try to get to the bottom of some of these stories, and try to connect with other people who are like-minded and do whatever I can to help wake Americans up and prevent our country from turning into some kind of East Germany where there's internal checkpoints for all the citizens, but people like Hillary Clinton have a get out of jail free card, and meanwhile sow division and plunge us into what could end up being a civil war in this country. Earlier this year, when I was reporting from the protest at the Trump rally, it really dawned on me just how divided America is. Or at least how divided they like to portray us. These mass shootings, the Sandy Hook, we never saw blood or bodies. The San Bernardino shooters, we didn't get to see video footage of them gunning down people. Why not? How come when a cop shoots a black guy, we get to see video footage of him dying right in front of us, but when Islamic extremists attack us and kill dozens of people at the Pulse nightclub, we don't get to see any of the video footage of him saying Allahu Akbar and shooting people, unarmed people. Instead, we're told that if we would just have more gun laws, that we could prevent these kind of things from happening, and that it's America's fault because of our freedom for these things happening, and not Barack Obama for having a policy of letting anyone into our country and funneling them deep into our heartland. Just the other day, reporters were arrested on the border of Mexico and Texas, in McAllen, Texas, by federal fish and wildlife officers, so-called officers, they didn't even know what they're doing. They couldn't even pull one of the reporters' firearms out of his holster. So they disarmed these reporters, fined them. Meanwhile, people are coming across the border. Why? Because they were on private property, or it was some kind of preserve. And that's what they want to do. They want to turn America, all this open land we have, into protected land where people aren't allowed to go. It's Agenda 21. They understand that as they ratchet up the regulations, the taxes, all the restrictions on activity, people are going to flee these horrible cities and try to go out into the rural areas and make it on their own, because that's what humans do. We adapt, we overcome. So they have to lock down the rural areas. They have to make it so difficult for you to move that you have nowhere to run. It's time to turn off the TV, check out of their matrix, and get out into the real world while you still have a chance.